Good morning, my lovely nines. Right, buddies, for our final lesson of the week, we're just going to spend a whole bunch of time practicing center of enlargement. So this pretty much finishes off this topic. I've got a really fun activity that I want to do with you, but I'm kind of crossing my fingers that I'll get to see you in person next week, and then we'll do it in the classroom rather than online. So today, we're going to potentially do our last lesson, but there might be a fun one when you get back. And the topic is just practicing center of enlargement. Now, you don't have to write anything down in your book today because I'm just going to be giving you two worksheets. You should print the worksheets out unless you have a writing tablet or whatever like I have. You should print out the worksheets and you should just try them, essentially. So here you go. Worksheet number 1, center of enlargement practices, the one with Pikachu and little Pikachus on the top, whatever they are. And yeah, this one here. So just going to try all of these. It shouldn't take you very long at all. They're not too bad, most of these, until you get to the bottom. This very last one, enlargements with negative scale factor, bit tricky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just this one with you. So if you'd like, you can pause the video now and get this sheet printed out. And you can make sure you get the right answer because I'm going to do this triangle with you. And that's all I'm going to do. Then I'll just explain what you're going to do for the rest of the sheet and the next sheet. So cool. If you want to print it and follow along, go ahead. So you ready? Print it. Go. Pause now. Pause. And you're back. Okay, so let's just make sure you still have your head around it, okay, buddies? So first things first, this triangle here, this upside down triangle, it wants you to do an enlargement with center 0, 0. What that means, again, is you put your cross, your center of enlargement, at 0, 0. Looking at the scale really quick, it does seem as though the scale is 1 to 1, so it's counting in 1 in each direction, thank goodness. And now we're ready to go. It wants us to do a scale factor, though, of -1/2, and that's why I wanted to just check with you that you're definitely okay at this. So let's have a look. So what you do, first of all, pick any old point, just like last time. So I picked that because it's the nearest one, and the scale factor is -1/2. So you ready? To get from the red cross to the green circle to the green dot, it's going to be 1, 2, it was only 3. 1, 2, 3 over and 2 up. How awkward. So it's 1, 2, 3 over and 2 up. That means we're going to get a decimal. 3 over, 2 up. Okay, so first things first is because it's a half, we're going to have to half each of those distances. So rather than 3 to the right, which is what we did initially, and we're going to have to half it, so it's going to be 1.5. But it's not going to be 1.5 to the right, but 1.5 to the left. 1.5. So there you go. Now, used to be, from that point there, 2 up, so now it's going to be half of that, and opposite, 1 down. This point winds up there. So I hope that you're okay with that. I hope that you're kind of remembering that. A little bit awkward. You just have to remember that the minus switches the direction, and the half makes the distances all halved. Okay, let's finish it just to be sure. Let's do this dot to the left. So to go from this one here up to this blue dot up there, it used to be 2 left, 4 up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. It used to be 2 left and 4 up. So we're going to have to half each one. So instead of 2 left, it's going to be 1 right. And instead of 4 up, it's going to be 2 down. The blue dot is there. Does that still make sense? Remember, it is tricky. You've got to be careful on these ones. Cool, cool, cool. And the last thing, let's just check this one. This should be the easiest one. To go from blue, starting at blue, to go to purple, it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots to the right. We're just going to half it, 3 spots to the left. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. Our shape has its image down here, so our shape has been mapped to down here. And that is scale factor -1/2. Okay, so I know that that's the hardest. This one was doubly hard because it went to halfway, but it's not too bad. I think you just need to practice, and that's what this lesson's all about. So happy days with that. So this is a good one. Try this one as well. Center 1, 0, scale factor 2. Like, all of these are just kind of standard. Is there even any other negative ones? Oh, scale factor 1.5, that's a little bit harder. Um, yeah, I think actually I might have just robbed you of the chance to do the hardest one. That's the hardest by a mile. So anyway, you're going to do this whole sheet first. You've got several more transformations to do. Okay, when that's done, we're going to do our big puzzle, which is this. This is way harder to do, but it works in the exact same manner, okay? I'll do one of these with you as well, and hopefully this video will be under 10 minutes long, and you'll just have the whole rest of the 50 minutes to try to finish that worksheet and this worksheet. Now, there might be a spoiler what this puzzle makes by the time you finish, but there's a picture of Mario and Bowser in the corner. I wonder what this puzzle might look like, what the picture would be. Now, just to make sure you're okay at it though, here we go. Let's just one more together. I'll just pick this A shape over here, this one on the left, and I'll do it with you just to be sure. The A dot's here, okay, so it's going to be going around this center of mass here, or this, sorry, I should say center of enlargement here. And here you go, it works exactly the same way. So first things first, pick a needle dot. Purple used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left. Well, if it's scale factor -1, it's still going to be 5, because if you do something 1 times, it just stays the same. So it's still going to be 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but it's going to be opposite in direction, so it's going to be 5 times right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because of the negative. So the purple ends up there. Cool, cool, cool. Now, it does get tricky, so let's just go careful on this. Now, remembering it's scale factor -1, to go from purple to blue, it used to be 1 up. Therefore, now, it's 1 down. Yeah, see, I told you it's a bit tricky. Next one, let's just keep going for it. To get to green, what we're going to have is from blue to green, it used to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the left, which means it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to the right. And we're probably getting to the point now that you might be able to guess or to finish the shape without drawing. I won't, just to make sure though. Okay, to get from green to orange, it used to be 1 down, now it's going to be 1 up. Can you predict what the shape's going to look like yet, my buddies? Yeah, I bet you can. Okay, I'm just going to do one more just to be sure, but you can predict it from here, I reckon. To get from green to blue, used to be 1 up, so it's going to be 1 down, and I bet you got the idea now. So shape's going to be like, let's pick a color that you can actually see. The shape is going to be like this. Let's go purple. It's going to be like this then, isn't it? So it's going to be down there, across like that, and you're just going to find that it goes down like that, across, up, across, up, across, up, across, down. So that's enough kind of to get the whole idea of it, and as long as you did it neatly and nicely, it should look lovely. Cool beans, buddies. Be really careful with it. They go together and they do make out a pattern that you might be able to recognize at the end. And that's it for today, you lucky ducks. Slow and steady is the biggest thing I'd say. It's a real pain, these ones, when you make a mistake. You don't want to make a mistake. It takes ages to go back and correct your mistake and to find the mistake. So I'd rather just go slow and get it right in the first go, and you don't need to then worry about it. Yeah, just get it done in the first instance right, and you don't have to redo anything. Cool beans, buddy, Super Nines. Well, I really, really hope I can see you next week. And if not, we'll be keeping on doing YouTube videos. But see you on Monday, buddies. No need to submit this one, but I do want it in your books for in case I look at your books later on or anything. Okie doke. That's it from me. See you next time. Bye, buddies.